here, where you can see us every Friday and Saturday night. Ladies and gentlemen, last Saturday night I was struck ill here at ringside. Sorry to tell you, no, it was not part of the show, and I did spend the night in Vanderbilt Hospital, but we're going to beat this thing. They have found 2 large masses on my lungs, but we are going to beat this thing. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for all the emails. Thank you for the cards, the letters. It means a lot that you appreciate the hard work that we bring here, and I thank God every day that Nashville has a place on Saturday night they can still come see hot live wrestling, because no city in the world can say we wrestle every week like we do in Nashville, Tennessee. And also right now I'd like to bring out the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Chris Michaels. Chris Michaels is a young man who I believe never got the right respect in the wrestling business. He's a young man who has probably some of the greatest raw talent I've ever seen. And I wanted to come out here, and as I say goodbye to all the fans and goodbye to everybody, I'm proud of what you accomplished. You're a great wrestling technician. I've always believed you should have been big time. I've told you that since I managed you and that other guy in the USWA. But I'm here to tell you, as I told everybody, I'm bowing out. I'm gone, I'm leaving, no longer going to be performing, no longer going to manage you. You just do that belt proud and get your victories the right way, and you're going to have a great career, and I appreciate you very much.
What are you saying, Bert? We just got started here. We've got things to do, places to go. Come on. You're managing the greatest champion to ever hold this belt, unlike that sissy back there. Come on.
This isn't show no more. This is, I don't feel well enough to come out here and do this. I need to take a break. You wrestle the belt, wrestle them. Just wrestle them and you'll do a good job. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you at ringside.
Fans, this is what happened last week at the fairgrounds. After Bert Prentice's announcement, Chris Michaels made a horrendous attack on his former manager. The Colorado Kid came to the rescue. And now you're witnessing the last few seconds of the match last week between Colorado Kid and Chris Michaels. At this moment, you will see where Bert Prentice righted the scales of justice in this incredible matchup.
How you doing, everybody? Your old buddy Bert Prentice here with you here at NWA Worldwide. I want to just tell all the fans I'm feeling great. Thanks for all the cards and letters. They mean a lot. And to the great staff down at Vanderbilt, thanks a lot for making me well again. Ladies and gentlemen, they said it couldn't be done, but the match is signed for Friday night, February 5th. Mark your calendar. Friday night, February 5th. You know, it only happens once a year when we do the big reunion show, the Hall of Fame inductions. Well, this year, Jerry the King Lawler has agreed to come to Nashville as he challenges the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American title belt. You heard me right. The King is on his way back to Nashville at the fairgrounds Friday night, February 5th. Tickets are on sale tonight at the Nashville Fairgrounds. If you want a ringside seat, you must buy it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Colorado Kid will defend the NWA North American title against Jerry the King Lawler Friday night, February 5th, and we want you to be a part of that. Also want to say hello to all the great fans in Elkton, Kentucky. We'll be there this Friday night, a big show at the Todd County High School Gym, and coming back to Dixon, a big show in Dixon Wednesday night, February 3rd at the Convention Center over in Dixon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, got some big news. We want you to stay tuned. A huge card tonight in Nashville. Also, big news about the big MAPCO celebration in Lebanon next Saturday night. We're going to start off hot right from the start. Put that channel clicker down because you're not going to need it during this hour, and stay tuned. Friday night, February 5th at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. NWA Worldwide presents another wrestling spectacular. Be a part of it when Jerry the King Lawler returns to Nashville to the Fairgrounds Sports Arena to take on the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American Heavyweight title belt. That's right, the King's coming home. Jerry the King Lawler has challenged the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American title. 8 big matches in all, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be 8 new inductees into the Nashville Wrestling Hall of Fame. Come celebrate with us. The Nashville wrestling tradition continues Friday night, February 5th, only at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. Jerry the King Lawler against the Colorado Kid. Could only happen once in a lifetime. Be a part of it.
I've had it! Bert Prentice, you have betrayed the wrong person this time, pal. You see, did you think just because I'm a quiet young man, you could take me to the mountain and feed me to the wolves? Well, Bert Prentice, you have created your own worst enemy, and that's me. You see, you helped your illegitimate son, Colorado Kid, steal my belt. Well, I'm telling you this, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get my belt back. Yeah, that's my belt. Monday, Bert Prentice, I'm flying out to Atlanta, and I'm meeting with Bill Behrens, who I'm sure will understand what a travesty of justice this is. But until then, I want every professional wrestler that's watching this program to listen up and listen good. I'm willing to pay $5,000 in cash of my own son's college money, my life savings, to come in here and beat the Colorado Kid and give me back what belongs to me.
Whoa. You ain't even got to put it out there on the wire. Hang on. Now, come here. You say $5,000 in cash if I can present you the North American heavyweight title by beating the Colorado Kid.
That's it.
Done.
Colorado Kid, Bart Sawyer's gonna take you out and leave you to the wolves. And I promise you this, Colorado Kid, Bert Prentice has got you in a lot of trouble that you've got no way out of but losing.
Well, Chris Michaels is out here whining and crying about how he lost the belt. Well, I tell you what, Chris Michaels, easy come, easy go is the way I've always seen it. And let me tell you, it's hard work just to keep this belt once you've got it. Well, you're going to go out here and you're going to put $5,000 bounty up on me? You're going to use your kid's college money? Well, if you keep getting in the ring with me, you're going to need him in college to take care of you. Now, Bart Sawyer, you're going to take his $5,000 bounty and come after me? You better hope that it pays for all your hospital bills, and you better get it in advance.
And once again, it's on. Action at the NWA Worldwide. This match is Flash Flanagan against Style and Shane Eaton. I am joined here tonight by Bart Sawyer, the battling one. Tell us what you know, Bart.
Oh, we ain't got that much time. Look at these two boys. I think they want to fight. Flash Flanagan and Style and Shane. It's the battle of the bad haircut. Woo, look at them. I want to go to their barber.
Well, Shane Eaton does have a new haircut. I don't know if I'd say a bad haircut because he has no hair left. He's cut it all off. And let's not forget that Chris Michaels has that $5,000 bounty up on the NWA belt, and you have accepted that bounty. Is that correct?
That's right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to upset the production people here at NWA Worldwide really, really bad because they've gone to a lot of lengths to make some really nice spots talking about the Colorado Kid going against Jerry the King Lawler for the North American belt on the February 5th. But when I beat the Colorado Kid tonight and I hand over that belt, of course, Chris is going to give me the $5,000. They're going to have to redo the whole thing, and Chris Michaels is going to get an opportunity to wrestle the King for the North American heavyweight title. I don't care. February 5th, and I understand Lawler is coming up later on in this show, and he's got some things to say.
Right, we will be hearing from the King, Jerry Lawler, later on in this show, no matter who he's wrestling, but I can guarantee you he is looking forward to a rematch with the Colorado Kid, a man who once beat him for the title that he had. And if you look on the screen right now, it looks like Shane Eaton has taken a powder out of the ring, and he's coming back in to meet Flash Flanagan face to face.
These boys had a good. They want to wrestle. They got it in their hearts. They got the fire. Oh yeah. I think he pulled his hair when he pulled him down like that, though.
Well, there's not much hair left there to pull, Bart. He had the armbar locked on. The ref made him break it. I think Flash Flanagan was claiming
Flash will straighten him out. Flash is good like that. Now, what's his thing? MAPCO. Saturday, January 23rd, the Colorado Kid is going to be at the Main Street food court there. They just put him in MAPCO's. Exit 232, Highway 109 and I-40. You get from noon to 3. You get to spend time with the Colorado Kid, and they're going to give away some wrestling tickets to the Lebanon show. Compliments of Matt. What's up with that?
Well, it sounds like you have it all figured out there, Bart Sawyer. You can have lunch with the Colorado Kid.
Yay.
Yay, he's the North American champion. It seems like it'd be an honor to have
No,
lunch.
wait a minute. No, you see, because there's a $5,000 bounty on that belt that I'm going to take off of him tonight, and I'm going to hand it right over for the mere price of $5 grand, Chris Michaels' kids' college money, and it'll be Chris Michaels because will be the rightful North American heavyweight champion. And I'm sure as soon as he explains to Bill Barons Monday in Atlanta, everything will be taken care of. Nice backdrop, even if it was from Shane Eaton.
And a nice drop kick follows it up.
So these boys are wrestling.
Yeah, Flash Flanagan takes him out of the ring. He's tired of wrestling now. He's gotten out of the ring, and the ref is counting him out. Now, even if Chris Michaels does take that belt back, I'm sure he's not going to take the champion's responsibilities and go to Mapco and have lunch with all the people. The Colorado Kid will still be there. But just because you are wrestling Colorado Kid tonight does not mean that you're going to win that belt. Chris Michaels may have to keep that bounty on the line a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm going to get to $5 grand, and I'm going to surprise the living... Okay, well, I'm going to surprise Stephen Dunn a lot because Bart's surprise tonight for Stephen Dunn in the Nashville Fairgrounds. Oh, Stephen, you thought last night was a surprise. You ain't seen nothing yet.
You are coming up with them just out of every corner, out of every nook and cranny. What's your big surprise for Stephen Dunn tonight, Bart?
Like I would tell you.
Oh, come on, man.
I ain't telling you nothing.
Oh, come on, a little hint. Just a little hint.
I wouldn't tell him nothing. Now look at the way Flash Flanagan.
That's a good way to get out of it.
He is an extreme technician.
Well, it looks like Shane Eaton's a good technician, too. He's got the arm locked on. Oh, got a good...
it's a submission hold. Man, when you get those joints going against one another like that, it doesn't feel good. It hurts.
Yeah, he could stretch that arm right out of the socket. With Flash Flanagan may not be able to use that arm again for a while. He had to go for some physical therapy to get that... Oh, nice reversal by Flash Flanagan.
Nice wrestling match.
Look at that. Oh, man, he's got a figure 4 leg lock on with his arms. Right, but it didn't work, to no avail.
Now, I'm telling you, Flash Flanagan and the stars, the Colorado Kid, Colorado Kool-Aid, are showing up
North American champion.
Yeah, all over Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Inside Wrestling. The stars of the NWA are making the national media stand up and take notice with fine wrestling action. So check out in your current PWI, there's an article on Colorado Kool-Aid. It's all right there for you. You can keep track of NWA Worldwide at mcwrestling.com for all you computer geeks out there who think you actually have an opinion in life.
Well, I noticed that you really like to promote artificially colored sweet drinks for the children, but I don't know what the Colorado Kid has to do with that. But speaking of the publicity Flash Flanagan's getting, did you see that picture of him in the back of a recent wrestling magazine? I believe it was Pro Wrestling Illustrated, where he is doing the leap off of that basketball goal.
He is an extreme champion. I'll tell you what, while Shane's trying to squeeze his head off, what do you say we go to a break and be back right after this? Don't forget Jerry the King Lawler still to come in this show.
Tonight, NWA Worldwide live at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, the greatest professional wrestling action in the world live. In your opening match, the trainee Al Rose to challenge the red-headed stepchild Chad Hawke. Styling Shane Eaton takes on the former North American heavyweight champion Chris Michaels. Frenchy Riviera versus Australian Ashley Hudson. Barnyard Briggs, everybody's country cousin, to take on Flash Flanagan, the Black Sheep. Stephen Dunn to take on Bart Surprise. And in a $5,000 North American title bounty match, the Colorado Kid, the new champion, to take on Battling Bart Sawyer. That's tonight, Nashville, Tennessee, Fairground Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide live. Don't you miss it.
We are back, wrestling fans. You see, this match has been continuing. Shane Eaton now has Flash Flanagan down on the mat. You'll see both these competitors tonight at the fairgrounds against different opponents.
Barnyard Briggs, everybody's country cousin, is going to be taking on Flash Flanagan. And then Chris Michaels going up against Shane. Where did my hair go, Eden?
You know, why has Chris Michaels got this bounty for his belt is what I'd like to know.
What's his belt back?
Well, why doesn't
Come
he just...
on, it was a travesty of justice the way Bert Prentice stuck his nose in.
It was a travesty of justice the way he won it in the first place. Bert Prentice just set the scales right. I would think if he wants the belt back
two wrongs
so
make it
bad,
right.
I would think if he wants the belt back so bad, he would do it like a man and face Colorado Kid in a rematch and take it himself.
He's a busy man. He's got a busy schedule. He's got to fly out to Atlanta to talk to Bill Barron's money. He's got a lot of things going on.
Right, so he can whine and cry about losing his belt instead of wrestling to regain it like the Colorado Kid did.
No, he's got me to do that tonight.
And look, Flash Flanagan just threw Shane Eaton over the top rope, an illegal tactic that the referee was not working. Now he's on the floor after him. Why doesn't he just take it back into the ring?
Well, he's going to beat him up on the outside a little bit. That's what they make that concrete for, so you can slam people on it and throw them into it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was some sort of foundation for a building. Oh, yeah. You like that, yeah. Oh, yes. A little return there.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, kicked her
That's
solar
what I like.
plexus.
A good fight on a Saturday night. Stephen Dunn, you better be ready for a fight because I got a big surprise for you tonight.
Yeah, I think you said something about that earlier. Kick to the solar plexus will set him straight every time. I noticed after Flash Flanagan chopped Shane's chest, it sure was red. He left some marks on him.
Yes, nice clothesline. Put that bald-headed geek on the ground.
Beautiful follow-up. Beautiful
Oh,
follow-up.
he ain't even twitching. Yes. Blood drop right across the throat. Flash Flanagan, he's going to get the job done on this guy.
Yeah, he's a dirty player, but I really respect the way that he followed up that move. He whipped Shane into the turnbuckle. Shane came out, no hesitation, caught him with a hook clothesline, took him down to the mat. Now, let's see. Tonight, I also want you to know, we mentioned that Barnyard Briggs is facing Flash Flanagan tonight at the fairgrounds. Barnyard Briggs is still technically the Mid-South champion, but Brickhouse Brown has been suspended.
Lost his belt.
No,
the
he
champion lost his belt.
No,
They're trying to say Brickhouse Brown stole the belt, and they're going to suspend Brickhouse indefinitely until he brings the belt back. Well, if Barnyard wants it, go get it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying about Chris Michaels. If he wants his belt, he can
that's
get it
different.
himself. Well, what? No, that's
Well,
different.
because I stand to make some money out of this deal, so it is different. Look at nice shots to the gut there. Shane's got some fire in him.
Back in the new turnbuckle. Oh! Nice comeback by
Flash had more,
Flash.
though. This has been a great wrestling match.
Yeah, we haven't talked too much about the match. We've been busy. There's so many things going on.
So many things going on. One thing I'm really happy about is I get to get out of this dreary little town, Nashville, Tennessee, even if it's only via videotape, and I get to go down to Atlanta, Georgia on WATL. I get to go all the way out to Ventura, California. Oh, KJLA. I get to feel the sunshine, even if it's only via videotape. I want to say hi to my friends in California.
Oh, you have some friends. Oh, that's nice to know, Barry. I thought you turned your back on all your friends like Stephen Dunn and
I said my friends. I
okay.
didn't say Stephen Dunn.
But you will be back to Nashville for the fabulous February reunion on February 5th.
I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to seeing what King has to say coming up later on in the show. What I am really looking forward to blowing the PR department's whole PR scheme totally out of the water when I take that belt away from Colorado tonight and I hand it straight across to Chris Michaels, and he gets the opportunity to face Jerry the King Lawler February 5th at the reunion show. Oh, fabulous February. It's going to be great. They're going to put a bunch of people in the Hall of Fame. Oh, it's going to be a good night.
Well, we'll see if we can put you on the list of prophets like Nostradamus and Edgar Case with that prediction. But right now, we're just dealing with Flash Flanagan.
Oh, sunset flip. Can he do it?
He's almost got him. He got him over. 1, 2. Oh, almost a 3. Flash Flanagan saved himself by the skin of his teeth. Oh, clothesline.
Speaking of taking his teeth out, there you go. Nice clothesline.
And no pun
there,
intended,
Mr.
I'm
Cross?
sure.
Oh, I'm
there's
sure,
no pun intended on that one.
Oh,
Flash
tonight.
Flanagan celebrating. He could pin the man right here.
But he doesn't want to. He's having too much fun. When you're having a good time, you just keep having a good time. Look at the way he's beating this bald-headed geek Shane Eaton all over the place. The girls like to watch him dance. It's because they don't want to look at his ugly face.
You say that Flash Flanagan's having fun. I don't think Flash Flanagan ever has fun. I've never seen that man smile. He's always got a scowl on his face.
Have
Just
you ever noticed anybody that you're around and you've never actually seen smile? Think about it.
Yeah,
Look at this.
that's,
What a match tonight. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to Stephen Dunn and the look on his face when he gets his big surprise tonight in the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. I'm looking forward to the opportunity, and I am not taking it lightly in any way, of going after the North American belt. I'm looking
Flash
forward to
Flanagan. Oh, not off the top turnbuckle, off the top rope, but Shane Eaton moved. He took a high-risk maneuver, and he's paying the price right now. Shane Eaton's getting his win back. He's getting his win back. He's making a recovery.
Come on, Flash, get up.
He better get up fast, because Shane Eaton looks like he's ready to turn the tail. Oh!
He blocked it, nailed it.
Oh, another one! No, right cross, 2 right crosses, up the ropes. Oh, nailed him across the throat. The Flash is down. Oh, Shane is after him again. Whoa, what in the world happened there?
I think he got a knee right in the gut. I think he tried to give him a shoulder block through the ropes, and Flash said no. Runs his head into the turnbuckle, and away we go again. Oh!
Just like a carnival ride. Oh, they caught him with an elbow out of the
It's a
turnbuckle.
roller
This time,
coaster.
Shane was ready this time. Oh,
Crossbody.
crossbody off the top. Flash rolls it around, though, 2. Oh, 3.
We'll be back with Jerry the King Lawler right after this. Oh, good job, Flash.
Friday night, February 5th, at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide presents another wrestling spectacular. Be a part of it when Jerry the King Lawler returns to Nashville to the Fairgrounds Sports Arena to take on the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American Heavyweight title belt. That's right, the King's coming home. Jerry the King Lawler has challenged the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American title. 8 big matches in all, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be 8 new inductees into the Nashville Wrestling Hall of Fame. Come celebrate with us. The Nashville wrestling tradition continues Friday night, February 5th, only at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. Jerry the King Lawler against the Colorado Kid. Could only happen once in a lifetime. Be a part of it.
Well, the King is coming back to Nashville, Tennessee. It's been quite a while since I walked down that aisle and looked at all of those faces in the Nashville Sports Arena, but it's going to happen again. February the 5th, the King is going to don the old crown and head right out there in Nashville, and I got a little bit of business to take care of. Sure, it's going to be great to see the old place again and see a lot of the old fans there, but what I'm really looking forward to is the fact that I'm going to see the Colorado Kid again. Colorado Kid, you remember me? Huh? King Jerry Lawler? I'm the guy that, I think it was Jonesboro, Arkansas. I think that's the place. You know, we wrestled a bunch of times, and I beat you a bunch of times, but one night, one dark and stormy night in Jonesboro, Arkansas, when you had the referee in your back pocket, somehow you got a win over the King. And man, I thought I'd never hear the end of that. I mean, you called every television station, every radio station, every newspaper. I mean, you were sending out letters, telegrams, faxes. You put the word all over the country. The Colorado Kid beat the King. Well, let me tell you something. You know and I know that that was the biggest fluke in the history of wrestling. And you know that that would never happen again in a million years. And just in case you don't know, kid, the King is coming back to Nashville to prove it to you. Last time, I had the title. You took it from me. This time, you got the title, and I'm going to take it from you. So Nashville, get ready. The King is coming back February 5th, Nashville Sports Arena. Colorado Kid, it's going to be a good homecoming for me, but not for you.
I am really looking forward to coming back to Nashville. And this time, I'm going to be in Jerry's corner. I want to be real close to see Jerry beat the Colorado Kid. All I've heard about is how the Kid beat Jerry. Well, it ain't going to happen this time, especially if I have anything to say about it.
Well, this is Don Coss Jr., and I'm back with you wrestling fans, and I am joined right now. Bart Sawyer's gone. He's in the ring, and beside me is flamboyant Faron Foxx.
I know, Don, that you're so happy to have a ringside calling the action with you, and I'm telling you, well, we've got some serious action in the ring now. A 3-way dance. You've got Stephen Dunn, Wolfie D, and battling Bart Sawyer all going at it at one time, and I'm telling you what, there's just so much going on in NWA Worldwide today that I just don't know where to begin.
Well, what you're seeing are highlights from the match last week, the 3-way dance between these three. If you want to see the whole thing, you had to be there live. You're just getting some very brief clips, but yeah, we have a lot going on. Bart Sawyer, who's in the ring now, he's going after Chris Michaels' title tonight. Colorado Kid's title, because Chris Michaels has put the $5,000 bounty on that belt.
$5,000, and if Bart Sawyer beats the Colorado Kid tonight, all he's got to do is hand over that gold strap, and he'll be $5,000 richer.
Yeah, I could tell Chris Michaels. I know a guy that lives around East Nashville can make him a belt a whole lot cheaper than that, but it's not the one he wants. And, well, right here in the match, this is where Stephen Dunn is cornered between the two of them. This was a tough match for Stephen Dunn. I mean, it was not a 3-way dance. It was a handicap. It was 2-on-1.
The odds were stacked against Stephen Dunn here. And, you know, even if the odds weren't stacked against Stephen Dunn, I don't think Bart Sawyer has much problem out of Stephen Dunn. But you see, miscalculation right there. Bart accidentally, he hit, Wolfie, and now Steve is really going in for the kill now, and that shows that Stephen Dunn is a veteran in the world of professional wrestling.
Right, Stephen Dunn's able to hold his own against both these guys, which does show he is a true professional and a true athlete. But whether or not Bart Sawyer takes a belt from Colorado Kid tonight or not, I can tell you one thing, that Colorado Kid will definitely be at MAPCO on Saturday, January 23rd, with the Main Street Food Court. I believe that's on Highway 109 and I-40, exit 232.
Right down there in Lebanon, you take I-40 East out there. It's past the Mountain Juliet exit, and one exit past the Mountain Juliet exit. Highway 109, right off the interstate. You just want to hang a left, and you're right there at that MAPCO. But you know what I can't wait for?
What can you not wait for?
I cannot wait for Fabulous February, the big reunion show. And let me tell you something, there's going to be some legends inducted into the Hall of Fame of Wrestling. Guess what? I think I'm up for one. I think I'm up for
Do you?
one.
You mean
Yeah.
Flamboyant Faron and Foxx will be at the Fabulous February reunion? For real?
I have done so much in the world of professional wrestling.
And you think you're going to get inducted into the Legends Hall of Fame?
I am a legend in Nashville. You could go ask anybody at the local bars, and I will tell you that I am a legend in Nashville.
Local bars?
But we won't go into that.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what, and also, Jerry the King Lawler, a man that I truly respect for his talents in the wrestling world. You know, me and him have always been on great terms. Me and Jerry Lawler, and I tell you what, I cannot wait to see him in Nashville and just go up and just give a big old hug and say, you know, it's so nice to see you back in Nashville.
Well, we won't talk about that relationship, but I've heard about you and Jerry Law. I hear Jerry Law is a real big fan of yours, Faron.
Every king needs a queen.
Oh boy,
And
we
he
really
has
won't go there.
Miss Stacy, a lovely lady in the world of professional wrestling. And I'm telling you what, and he's going after the Colorado Kid and is going to take that North American title from Colorado if Bart Sawyer doesn't give it back to Chris Michaels. It's just too much. It's confusing.
Well, Colorado Kid has the deck stacked against him. Everyone's after that North American title. And besides the fact that Bart Sawyer's gunning for it, Jerry Lawler's gunning for it, Chris Michaels has decided to take another way out. He's going to meet with Bill Behrens in Atlanta Monday to talk to him about how he was supposedly robbed of the title.
He was robbed. Bert Prentice, we seen earlier on the tape, grabbed his foot, robbed Chris Michaels of the title, and Chris Michaels is going to get it back one way or the other.
And I believe that was the exact same way that Chris Michaels got it in the first place.
I wasn't here then.
Like Bert just set the scale straight. Boy, now this is one of the parts of the match where Stephen Dunn's really taking the beating at the hands of both men. I mean, he can only hold his own against two men for so long, and referee Kurt Johnson has his hands full on
I'm
this.
telling you what, at every Stephen Dunn match, it's like a rerun. He spends more time on the mat than he does off of it.
Well, that's what I've heard about you too, Faron. I understand that you spend a lot of time looking up at the lights.
I've been cheated every match I've been in that I've lost in NWA Worldwide, but that's beside the point. I'm telling you what, I am excited. Tonight, fabulous action from start to finish, right down to the Fairgrounds Sports Arena. You only see a fraction of the action right here on this television show. If you want to see what really happens, you need to be there live.
I love that to come back from Steve Dunn. That was beautiful. They had him up. Oh, that was the win. Stephen Dunn got the win on the two of them. He outsmarted him. They tried too hard to just beat him, and he won the match. And now they're going to continue the action afterwards. Oh,
a big pile driver. I think Bart was trying to backdrop him. He didn't quite get him over, and now he's done pinned him again.
Twice and pinned both of them.
Who slided in the ring right there? Flash Flanagan.
With the Halliburton. Oh, now that's a three-way beating. Boy, Stephen Dunn just can't get an even break. He can get every bone in his body broken, but he can't get an even break, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Stephen Dunn, yeah, he's going to get an even break right over that Halliburton and a broken head. That's what he's going to get.
Yeah, he's no stranger to a broken head. We've seen him bleeding many times. I don't know what Steve's going to have to do to get back at these guys. They just are constantly outnumbering him time and time again. Here's referee Kurt Russell back to try to help out the situation, but he's not going to get in there with those three maniacs. He may end up on the receiving end of a beating, too. He's been there before.
Yeah, he has. He's had stitches. I mean, Kurt has taken a lot of beatings and hook cap right upside there. Hold on. I think Wolfie's reaching for the he's reaching for the microphone. Let's see what he's got to say.
I give you battling Bart Sawyer. Stephen Dunn. If you think I didn't have an insurance policy coming into this, you live up to your name, Stephen Dunn.
Bart Sawyer, Steve Sawyer, whatever you want to call yourself. You know, you're talking about insurance policies. That's a good thing, son. Because tonight, Nashville, Tennessee, you say it's going to be Bart's surprise. Well, I got a surprise for you, because I don't care what you bring, who you bring, or where you bring them. I'm going to kick their butts, I'm going to kick their ass, and I'm coming after you. This thing has gone on way too far. And I'll tell you something right now. I promised the fans I was going to run you right out of here when you turned your back on me in that big steel cage. You made the biggest mistake of your career. You've been up here calling me a prima donna. You've been talking about me. Well, you don't even know what my life is like right now. And every bit of aggression that I've got focused on other things, I'm focusing on you now and whoever you bring to the ring. So you bring it on. Nashville, Tennessee, tonight. Bart's surprise, it's mine.
Tonight, NWA Worldwide live at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, the greatest professional wrestling action in the world live. In your opening match, the trainee Al Rose to challenge the red-headed stepchild Chad Hawke. Stylin' Shane Eaton takes on the former North American heavyweight champion Chris Michaels. Frenchy Riviera versus Australian Ashley Hudson. Barnyard Briggs, everybody's country cousin, to take on Flash Flanagan, the Black Sheep. Stephen Dunn to take on Bart Surprise. And in a $5,000 North American title bounty match, the Colorado Kid, the new champion, to take on battling Bart Sawyer. That's tonight, Nashville, Tennessee, Fairground Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide live. Don't you miss it. Oh, Stephen Dunn. Life is so good. Oh, you want to come out here on national television, talk about your personal problems? Call Springer, call Oprah, call somebody that gives a damn, because it sure ain't me, because I have got a surprise for you. Now, the person that I really got the surprise for is you, Colorado, the North American heavyweight champion. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Chris Michaels has put a $5,000 bounty on that belt. Oh, what do I need a belt for? It just makes your bag heavier. Oh, but boy, $5,000. Just think of the ways I could spend Chris Michaels' kids' college fund. I'm getting excited thinking about it. So, Colorado Kid, you come down to the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, 8 p.m. tonight. You bring your belt. I'm going to take your belt. I'm going to beat you 1, 2, 3. I'm going to hand Chris Michaels the belt, and I'm going to take the $5,000 because life is good.
And we are joining this match in progress. This is Frenchy Riviera against the red-haired stepchild, Chad Hawke. What is Chad Hawke wearing tonight? Looks like he's lost his money on his wrestling tights.
I will say, this Frenchy Riviera is a lot of man.
Well, he's got him in what could be a figure 4 leg lock. It looks like he's kind of got a some sort of step over toe hold with a.
He's got his belly on his knee, putting the pressure on there. And it's a very, very vigorous move. And I'll tell you what, I was the first one to bring Frenchy Riviera to Nashville, Tennessee. Did you know that?
I had no clue of that,
Yes,
Faron.
I was the first one to bring him to wrestling in Nashville. And I don't know what has happened to him as of late. I mean, he just seems like he just loves all these stinking people in Nashville, Tennessee.
I think you're probably jealous because you don't have any tights as colorful as his.
They are mighty colorful.
Mighty colorful. And Frenchy Riviera will be facing one of, my understanding is one of your favorite wrestlers tonight, the Australian heartthrob, Ashley Hudson.
The Aussie.
Yeah, that's right. He's going against Frenchy Riviera tonight. That'll be a definite contrast of styles there.
I'm telling you what, I've been talking to Ashley, and I want him to take me down under every once in a while and take me down there, and I've always wanted to see Australia.
You have?
Yes, I've always wanted to see. It's a beautiful country, what I've heard.
Well, from what I hear, they have a lot of rough guys there that like to fight, and you might not last too long in one of their bars, Faron.
And look, Chad Hawke right here, he is going. You know, I've noticed the top of Chad Hawke's head is about as colorful as them tights that Frenchy Riviera's. I mean, his head is glowing red.
It is a unique color red, I will say that. And by the way, Chad Hawke is facing, has an opponent tonight in Al Rose, the trainee of Colorado Kids.
I wonder if he'll be in Lebanon, Tennessee next Saturday. You know, next Saturday, a big day of wrestling in Lebanon. You can start it off between noon and 3 o'clock at the Mapco, right down there off of exit It's the 109 exit, Highway 109. 232 is the exit number.
Hey, if you guys you just missed it, the referee there just took a nosedive. Referee Kurt Herron, I believe is his name. Oh, and Frenchy goes in there. Wow, how did Chad whip that big guy in the turnbuckle? Oh, big splash. Chad's doing everything he can to this big guy, but Frenchy doesn't look too phased.
Bam, big clothesline. Like to took Chad's head off there. But like I was saying, Lebanon, Tennessee got a big day of action coming up next Saturday night. And Mapco Express is sponsoring this event. And here comes Bart Sawyer into the ring.
My second favorite commentator. Look, rocking Frenchy's world there.
He's got Frenchy rocking.
Oh
my goodness. He
fell right on top of the red. Now what's he going to do? He's trying to help out his buddy Chad Hawke. Oh, this is a laugh.
He can't get the big man off him. He knocked him right onto Chad Hawke. The referees looks to be getting up.
His plan backfired.
He's still trying to get him off of it.
Well, that didn't work out too well. Let's hear what these comments are from Chad Hawke right now.
All right, first things first. Let's make one thing perfectly clear. I'm tired of the announcers, the fans, the color commentators calling me a redhead stepchild. Sure, I'm a stepchild. I'm proud of that fact. But redhead stepchild? I know exactly what that is. That's a derogatory remark, suggesting that I was some kind of spoiled little brat or abused child. I wasn't abused. Nah, never abused. Now, going back to the tape, mismatches happen all the time. And they put me in the ring with 500-pound Frenchy Riviera. Nah, not Frenchy Riviera. Eric Cartman. That fat, out of shape, can barely breathe after 2 minutes. We're in the ring and I got him where I want him. And all of a sudden he passes out, laying on top of me, crushing every bone in my body. Thank God Bart Sawyer comes out and tries to rescue me. He's pulling and tugging as hard as he can, but no one can move 500 pounds of dead weight. Then all of a sudden the ref comes around, looks over and sees what's going on. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Fast count. That's all right, I'm not crying about that. It's in the past. Got another mismatch coming up. Got Al Rose, wrestler in training, Colorado's #1 little buddy. Let me smarten you up to something, Al Rose. While you were sitting on the couch watching wrestling, trying to figure out some way to get inside this business of ours, I was back on the West Coast riding around in limos, doing everything that you wanted to be doing. So tonight, the Nashville Fairgrounds, when you step in the ring with me, I'm going to show you the difference between being a pro wrestler and being a wrestler in training.
Tonight, NWA Worldwide live at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, the greatest professional wrestling action in the world live. In your opening match, the trainee Al Rose to challenge the red-headed stepchild Chad Hawke. Styling Shane Eaton takes on the former North American heavyweight champion Chris Michaels. Frenchy Riviera versus Australian Ashley Hudson. Barnyard Briggs, everybody's country cousin, to take on Flanagan, the Black Sheep. Stephen Dunn to take on Bart Surprise. And in a $5,000 North American title bounty match, the Colorado Kid, the new champion, to take on battling Bart Sawyer. That's tonight, Nashville, Tennessee, Fairground Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide live. Don't you miss it.
Jack Sass here, and I want to let all of our fans know in Elkton, Kentucky, that NWA Worldwide Action will be appearing at the Todd County High School this Friday night at 8 p.m., and there's just so many other big developments going on here at NWA Worldwide as well. For example, we have the Legend Show happening on February 5th, 1999, and that's where Jerry the King Lawler will make his return to the NWA to challenge for the North American heavyweight title. And also appearing at the Legend Show on February 5th will be the superstar Bill Dundee. And as the roster changes and grows daily for this Legend Show, you can stay on top of all the developments going on here at NWA Worldwide by calling the NWA Worldwide hotline at 1-900-929-3232. 950-0511, and that is a 99-cent per minute cost, so kids, get your parents' permission first, or you can get on the internet and log on to mcwrestling.com to find out what's going on at NWA Worldwide as well. But the one true way to stay on top of what is going on here at NWA Worldwide is to tune in to this station every week.
The NWA Worldwide joining this match in progress. I'm Faron Foxx right along with Don Coss. Let me tell you something, Don. There is so much happening in NWA Worldwide. We've got Fabulous February coming up, the reunion show. Big action there. Next Saturday night, right down there at the MAPCO. That's Highway 109, I-40 eastbound, exit 232. The big grand opening of the Main Street Food Company. Big stuff happening. Why don't you tell them a little about it, Don?
Well, it won't be Saturday night. It'll be Saturday afternoon from, I believe, noon to 3 o'clock. You're going to see the Colorado Kid there. You can have lunch with him. And this match here is spilled out of the ring. This is the Battle of the Unbeatens. Barnyard, Briggs, and Alcatraz. They're going at it on the floor. Boy, this one got wild and out of control. And speaking of Colorado Kid, tonight, the fairgrounds, there's a big bounty from Chris Michaels on his belt. $5,000 to Bart Sawyer if he can take the belt from him. Hey, it looks like the referee is throwing this match out. He's had enough, so both men still remain unbeaten. This match was thrown out like it never happened. Don't forget, February 5th, Jerry Lawler will be here. You'll hear more comments from him in the upcoming weeks, and we're going to hear from him again, what he said earlier in the show if you missed it.
Tonight, NWA Worldwide live at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, the greatest professional wrestling action in the world live. In your opening match, the trainee Al Rose to challenge the red-headed stepchild Chad Hawke. Stylin' Shane Eaton takes on the former North American heavyweight champion Chris Michaels. Frenchy Riviera versus Australian Ashley Hudson. Barnyard Briggs, everybody's country cousin, to take on Flash Flanagan, the Black Sheep. Stephen Dunn to take on Bart Surprise. And in a $5,000 North American title bounty match, the Colorado Kid, the new champion, to take on Battlin' Bart Sawyer. That's tonight, Nashville, Tennessee, Fairground Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide live. Don't you miss it.
Well, the King is coming back to Nashville, Tennessee. It's been quite a while since I walked down that aisle and looked at all of those faces in the Nashville Sports Arena, but it's going to happen again. February the 5th, the King is going to don the old crown and head right out there in Nashville, and I got a little bit of business to take care of. Sure, it's going to be great to see the old place again and see a lot of the old fans there, but what I'm really looking forward to is the fact that I'm going to see the Colorado Kid again. Colorado Kid, you remember me? Huh? King Jerry Lawler? I'm the guy that, I think it was Jonesboro, Arkansas. I think that's the place. You know, we wrestled a bunch of times, and I beat you a bunch of times, but one night, one dark and stormy night in Jonesboro, Arkansas, when you had the referee in your back pocket, somehow you got a win over the King. And man, I thought I'd never hear the end of that. I mean, you called every television station, every radio station, every newspaper. I mean, you were sending out letters, telegrams, faxes. You put the word all over the country. The Colorado Kid beat the King. Well, let me tell you something. You know and I know that that was the biggest fluke in the history of wrestling. And you know that that would never happen again in a million years. And just in case you don't know, kid, the King is coming back to Nashville to prove it to you. Last time, I had the title. You took it from me. This time, you got the title, and I'm going to take it from you. So Nashville, get ready. The King is coming back February 5th, Nashville Sports Arena. Colorado Kid, it's going to be a good homecoming for me, but not for you.
Friday night, February 5th, at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena, NWA Worldwide presents another wrestling spectacular. Be a part of it when Jerry the King Lawler returns to Nashville to the Fairgrounds Sports Arena to take on the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American Heavyweight title belt. That's right, the King's coming home. Jerry the King Lawler has challenged the Colorado Kid for the NWA North American title. 8 big matches in all, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be 8 new inductees into the Nashville Wrestling Hall of Fame. Come celebrate with us. The Nashville wrestling tradition continues Friday night, February 5th, only at the Nashville Fairgrounds Sports Arena. Jerry the King Lawler against the Colorado Kid. Could only happen once in a lifetime. Be a part of it.